Hello everyone, this is Rob, and welcome back to Media Awareness and another album review. Before I go any further, I'd like to remind you all to consider liking, sharing, and commenting on this video. If you're not comfortable commenting in the comment section, you are more than welcome to utilize the Facebook link found in the description below, where you can contact me privately, and I will respond to you personally. There, you will also find a email link in my About section of my YouTube page, where you can contact me via email as well, if you so choose. In my description, you'll also find a link to my Patreon, where you can choose to support this channel, ensuring its everlasting longevity here on YouTube. You'll also find a link to the Amazon Media Awareness wish list, where you can pick and choose items for me to unbox, review, etc. So this is a monumental album in my opinion, and one that's a necessity for anyone who is a progressive rock fan or a neo-progressive rock fan. And that is The Tangent. It is called Pyramid Stars and Other Stories. The Tangent live recordings 2004 to 2017. Now, although I don't have the CD in my hand at the moment, I'm not holding it, I did listen to it on Spotify, and it is en route to my home, apparently, according to the tracking I just checked. So I should have it within a few days, at which point I will do an updated review of the packaging itself and the overall sound quality on the CD itself. But I don't really anticipate the sound quality differing much from that of Spotify. This is just a magnificent representation of the Tangent's career and their, if you'll excuse the expression, progression in the progressive rock field from 2004 to 2017. And it's a live anthology of sorts, but the way it's done, you don't realize you don't realize that the tracks are taken necessarily from separate recordings. The only thing that does kind of give that away in some cases is the raw nature of some of the recordings. That being said, I feel that the raw nature of some of the recordings really adds a lot of depth to the band as a whole, as it showcases just how talented these musicians are. And what's also interesting is the fact that the band started out as a project, not a band that would be necessarily going on this long on their own. So you get material dating back to the first album, The Music That Died Alone, from 2004, on this live set, with Roy Nystalt of the Flower Kings joining Andy on stage apparently to sing these songs that he had contributed to on that album. And I think that's a really neat touch because obviously Roy has been busy with the Flower Kings and Transatlantic and just other things as well, remixing the Flower Kings catalog, which was an epic undertaking. But this is just, as far as the Tangent is concerned, it's a must-have recording. If you are unaware of the Tangent, who they are, they started out as a project which morphed into a full-fledged band, and there were some personnel changes along the way, but overall the feel of the music has really sort of remained true to this sort of free form exploration, yet it's not free form. It's all really methodically planned out. So they're not a jam band, just to dispel that possibility in your mind. They are progressive rock, and there is a difference between the two. There's also a wonderful cover of Lucky Man by Emerson Lake and Palmer on this set, and you don't really hear Emerson Lake and Palmer covered often. So I could not help but smile when I heard Lucky Man start out, and I just thought like how amazing it was that they chose to cover that song specifically, and to cover ELP at all. It was just really amazing. But the set, it's a two CD set. As I said, I don't have it in hand yet, but you get a good chunk of material with this set, and a good cross section, if you will, of the band's career. And I think that's what's important, not only for new fans, but for curiosity seekers, but for people like myself who've been a fan from day one. Because you really get this representation of the band from beginning to 2017, just prior to the pandemic and everything sort of shutting down. And it's a really nice live representation of that span of time. Now, since that point, the band has put out two studio albums since 2017, which are not featured in any way, shape, or form in this collection, obviously, because the material has not been performed live, to my knowledge, yet. That being stated, I'm sure we can look forward to an additional live album in the future, perhaps. In the meantime, however, we have a wonderful collection of amazing material, superlative musicianship, brilliant songwriting both lyrically and musically, and just a great set. So when you have a chance, check out The Tangent, Pyramids, Stars, and Other Stories. Live recordings, 2004 to 2017. Available to stream on Spotify or your streaming platform of choice, I would assume. And of course, the CD can be ordered via Amazon or Inside Out Records, or wherever you decide to order or buy your CDs from. I'm sure they can obtain this CD. It's on Inside Out Records, of course, as I stated. And the band has been on Inside Out from day one, from 2004. They have an extensive back catalog, and if you'd like me to do a video on where you should really start listening to the studio material, if you're partial to studio material as opposed to live material, let me know, because it would depend on your musical taste. I could suggest albums that would be more suited to your palate than others. So, it's been a pleasure being able to review this, despite the fact I'm not in current possession of it. However, I soon will be, and I will update this at that point. For now, however, check out The Tangent, Pyramids, Stars, and Other Stories. The Tangent live recordings, 2004 to 2017. And let me know your thoughts on this particular 2 CD set. I'd love to know what you think of it. This is Rob with Media Awareness. If you like what I do here, please let me know. Like, comment, share, and also feel free to contact me privately on Facebook if you'd rather that, or even via email, via the email link in the About section. I will see you all soon. Have a great night. Bye.